So what's going on, guys? Thank you guys for tuning into today's video. So today is our Sunday watch list. So we have a lot to dissect. We have a lot of overextended plays. So I really want to go over this with you guys. And it is an important week this week, right? So we have tech earnings this week. So we have Tesla reporting. Let me pull this up for you guys. So I usually get my information from Earnings Whisper, so I want to show you guys what we have. All right, so here we go. This week we have Tesla, we have Netflix, which is our big one. Um, we have, who else do I like on here? IBM is good. Uh, Intel's decent, and that's about it for me on this list right here. So, Logitech, Netflix, Tesla is our big one, IBM, and Intel. Visa's pretty decent as well, but that's pretty much it for this week, guys. All right. Um, so let's get this rolling here. All right, so first things first, we have NQ. So I want to chart this out, all right? So we are at all-time highs here on NQ. We've hit a high of 17,569. So what I usually like to do, how I always start this off is I always like to do my channels. So I do my channels. As you guys can see, we are sitting on an uptrend. This is the weekly. Let me switch this out to the daily so you guys can see. All right, here we go. So this is a daily right here. As you guys can see, we've touched here, we've touched here. Uh, Highly respected. We've touched here on this channel. We've moved along here. We've touched up here, up here, up here. We touched here, wigged here, wigged here. So this is highly respected. So we're moving on up to this next channel here. All right. So even though we are overextended, we do. It's kind of hard to kind of draw these levels out, but let's see here. We're gonna draw our Fibonacci retracement here. Bring this down. Boom. Put that up. And this will kind of give us an idea of where we're moving to next. All right. So next in line, we have this 17,694 area. All right. So that should be our next level of interest on NQ. So tomorrow, being that it's Monday, we should see some type of moves happen within the market, especially this week with earnings within the tech industry. We should see some big moves going on, but just expect we're sitting at all-time highs already. All right, so we should expect this 694 area to break and to move on up to this next channel. Now I don't know if this is going to happen tomorrow on Monday, but within the next week, I think within this week, we should, it's a possibility. All right. All right. So now we're going to go on ES. Let's see what we see on ES here. I don't trade futures, but I do like to look at NQ and I do like to look at ES to kind of gauge the market when I play my individual stocks. All right. I have a very small watch list of things that I like to look at. And towards the end of the video, I'll share my watch list with you guys. All right, so here's what we have on ES. So I use ES to trade in correlation with SPY. Here we go. All right, so ES is up here at this 4,887 area, which is, again, we are at all-time highs here. Like, things just popped off last week for us on everything. All right, but I would like to see, ideally, in a perfect world, what I would like to see is I would like to see a pullback on ES back down to this 4,842 level. This is what I would like to see. I would like that area for a bounce for calls. All right. So because I'm overextended, I don't have any upside play for you right now. For me, it'll all just be bounce plays. All right. So let me fix this up for you guys really quick. And as you guys can see, this green area right here is my channel. Okay. This highly respected. As you guys can see, we've wicked here, we've wicked here, we wicked here once we got above it, almost wicked there. But this is a highly respected channel, which I really, really like. Um, but let me do my Fibonacci retracement here on ES, and let's see if we can get a kind of an idea of where we're moving to next. All right. So what I like to do is I like to take my fib, draw it from that move to here, and then what I'll do is I'll add these. So as a default, I don't have these, but because we are overextended, I like to see what we're moving up next to. All right. So this right here, we have a lot of room, a lot of room. All right, we're at this 4,880 level. Our next level, according to the fib, we should be up, heading up to this 4,927 area. All right. So because we are overextended, it's kind of hard to gauge the market, but according to our fibs, this is where we should be heading to. All right, so, and like I said, ideally in a perfect world, what I would like to see, um, either Monday or Tuesday, I would like to see this 887, 4887 level come back and pull back into this 4,842 level and play this for a bounce in a perfect world. But we shall see. I will have that on watch. But we are really extended, guys. All right. So let's head over my favorite play here. I love Tesla. All right. So here we go. We have Tesla, our individual stocks. So we are on a downtrend on Tesla. We fell pretty heavy. So we're gonna start on our larger time frame. So we're gonna start here on the weekly. Please excuse this. All right, so we're gonna start here on the weekly. See if we have any gaps. See what we have going on here. All right. So we are on a downtrend. We fell pretty heavy, guys. I mean, only this was what, July. In July time, we were up here damn near. I want to say we were up in the 300, shy of 300, 299 and 29 cents. We almost cracked the 300 mark, but we fell. We have fell heavily. All right, and we're back down here touching damn near 200s already. So as we can see, we are on a downtrend. So these are my channels right here that are highly respected. I have a we're on a downtrend now with Tesla. All right, so we are playing this to the downside. This is what I like here. So we have no gaps to fill here. This 205 range is what I do like on Tesla. This is the weekly. Let's move over to the daily. All right, so here we go. Right here, almost have a double bottom. At this 205 range, I will like this. I will like a break of this 205. All right, before an entry, or pretty close to this. I'm looking at maybe 220, looking at maybe possibly 206. I would like to see price action at 206.50 for an entry. 206, possibly 70 and 70 cents to enter these 205 puts for a break below, moving into the 200 range. All right. I have nothing to the upside on Tesla at all. I'm not going to go against the trend. I won't do it. I'm not doing that with Tesla. But I will like to see a slight move to the upside, and this is what I had last week, right? So last week I had a move, a range up into the 213 area. I don't want to see a breakout of 216. All right, that's what I don't want. But I will like to see price action react at this 216 area before we enter for puts to the downside. And that's just because we have a consolidation area. Let me see here. Come on. All right, here we go. But we do seem to consolidate right here on the 4 hour within this time frame right here. All right, but I will move up to the next time frame where my consolidation is at. These are outliers. So I don't want to see a break above 215 for me. All right. That's what I don't want to see. So if price moves up, I don't want to see a break above 215. And I will, if we do get 215, my next level is going to be 219. All right. 219 will be my next level to see how price reacts. And I will be playing puts. I would like to see a rejection up at that level before I enter for puts. But if the market does start to push down, especially with Tesla, I will like to see this 205 break. So that is the only thing that I have here on Tesla. Let me see my list here. What I have. All right, let's look at Netflix. So understand that this week we do have earnings. So contracts are going to be a little bit more expensive, especially for Tesla and Netflix. Well, whoever has earnings this week, and if you're playing anybody that has earnings, just expect the contracts to be more expensive. That's just how it is. All right. So here we go. Let's move on to Netflix. Netflix. We're on our way back up here on Netflix. All right. We're in range. We are. We have these channels which are again pretty respected. We see here, respected it here, respected it there. Right here we kind of moved along beside it, but I do like this. All right, now this is our weekly time frame. I do like this 500 area, this 566 cents. I do like that area. But I will like to see price reaction. I have been messed over by Netflix before trying to get an early entry, and I've got demolished. All right, so I will not be taking any early entries on Netflix at all. I will kind of wait right a few seconds before we hit that 500 mark to enter, and of course looking at price reaction. So here we go on the that's the daily. All right. So what I have here is I do have support here at 473, which I like, around this 473 area. And I have my resistance area here at this 500 mark. All right. So I would like to, because we are on an uptrend, I will be checking out this, a bounce possibly around the 21 EMA and looking at price reaction as well. But if we can get down here to this 473 area, I would like to play that for a bounce up for calls. All right. But because Netflix has earnings, it's not for certain, but most of the time what happens is the market kind of starts moving sideways until they report earnings. All right. Nobody really wants to take an early start. Everybody wants to see what they're going to report before they decide to invest any money. All right. So, or take out any money, just depends. Sorry. But that's my levels here for Netflix. The 500 for my resistance and 473 for support. We'll like to play the bounce here on this 473 because we are on an uptrend and we are moving along these channels right here. So if we stay along the channel, I would like to catch this for a bounce to the upside. All right, these channels are highly respected. We have bounced on them multiple times, but if we can stay within this range here, I like that. All right, moving on up. Here we go. What do we have next here? BA. Let's look at BA. BA, I don't really like. So I had a few gaps here on BA, but to be quite honest with you, I don't really like it. So get away from that. I had charted this earlier, but I don't like it. Amazon. Let's look at Amazon. What do we have here on Amazon? Start off on the weekly. All right, so here we go. I actually like Amazon. Amazon looks nice. So here we go. We have an uptrend here. So just so you guys know, 3 wicks that touch your trend line is a confirmation for an uptrend. So as right here, you guys see we have this ascending candle. I mean, not ascending candle, ascending triangle, and we are squeezing out of this. All right. So we have about 1, 2, 3 days possibly before we come out of this squeeze. I mean, understand we could come out of this squeeze tomorrow or Tuesday. We don't know, but I do like this for a break above 155. Our high on the 4 hours is 157.17. So I think possibly if we do break out of this 155, we will see 157 again. Um, but honestly, this looks nice. This looks like we have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this looks really, really nice. I do like this 150. Well, sitting here pre-market, we are at 155 already. All right. So I would like a pullback before an entry on this, but I do like this. Amazon will be my A+ setup for tomorrow. All right. Um, I am not looking for anything for the downside on Amazon. My only entry will be just strictly upside. 155 break, slight pullback for an entry. All right. So here we go. What's next? Coin. What do we have here on coin? Coin. Let me kind of erase all this stuff. I know it looks like to the average eye, this looks like a bunch of gibberish, but it really makes sense to me. Here we go. This is our weekly here. Coin was on the move here for a second. We are on the downtrend. Here we go. I do like this is my support here on. If you guys hear me mumbling, I'm sorry for that. I usually mumble when I'm charting. All right, so have this as my support. All right. But to be quite honest with you, I don't like coin. All right. Yeah, I don't really like this. Let's see here. Boom, boom. So we do have a descending triangle here on coin. I would like to see where this reacts. But to be quite honest with you, I don't really like this. I can see this 418 break to the downside. We're currently sitting at 124. But overall, I am not the biggest fan of coin right now. This thing does have move. Yeah, not really the biggest fan. So honestly, I'm going to tell you guys my favorite setup is going to be Amazon for this week. Let's look at SPY here. We are really extended on SPY as well. All right. We are sitting at all time highs on SPY. All right. So, you know what? I'm going to redo this for you guys just so you guys can see how I chart. All right. So, not only am I giving you guys a Sunday watch list, but I'm going to give you a slight charting session here. All right. So, as you see, we're here on the weekly. So this is what I like to do first. First things first, I like to draw my channels. All right. Sometimes I'll do my channels on the weekly, but the majority of the time I'll do my channels on the daily. Okay. So let's see here. All right. Channel here. Oops. There we go. All right. So we are at all-time highs on um, SPY as well, guys. So I know a lot of times people have a hard time trying to figure out resistance levels, support, and entry levels for stocks when we get to all time highs because we have nothing to gauge it, right? We don't have, it's not like we can go back on the weekly for a year and kind of see, all right, like we have resistance right here. We have, um, we can look at the candles from the previous years and kind of gauge it off of that. We have nothing to gauge it off of. All right. We're sitting at all time highs already. So here we go. All right. I'll be kind of quick here just because I don't want to take your time, all of your time. I just want to give you guys a slight little watch list for the morning. There we go. I like that one. That one looks very good, actually. Bam. All right. That one looks good. I'm going to change the color as well. I don't like that red. All right. Duplicate that. And 1, 2. Nice. There we go. We can actually do this one as well. Duplicate this, move this here. We touched the bottom there, bottom there, bottom there. There we go. I like that. All right, now let me change the colors on these. That way it's a little bit easier to see. Bam. All right. There we go. So now let's move over to the 4 hours. As you guys can see, as we drew our channels here, these channels are really respected, all right? So respected here, respected here, respected there, respected here in this area. As you guys can see, once we touch this area here, we fell. Once we touch this area here, we bounce. We touched here, we bounce. So these are highly respected channels, which I like. Now, as we're moving up to our next channel, we are sitting at all-time highs. Right here, pre-market, we're kind of moving sideways. So I do like this area for a rejection to move back down to the downside. Okay. Now, I know I always say I don't like to go against the trend, but with SPY, it's a little bit different. I do like to play bounces on SPY. So, given the fact that my channel, we have reached my channel already, I will like to take an entry here for a rejection around this area. So around this 484, 483 area for a rejection is what I'll be looking at on for SPY. Now, if we get around this area and we break, I will like to retest this level before I decide to take an entry to the upside. All right. So, like I said, it is a little bit hard to kind of read the market, being that we are sitting at all-time highs here. But let's see this. Let's take our Fibonacci right here, and let's take a look at something really quick. Bam. All right. So boom, 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 boom. That right there is going to give us a slight. So here we go. And our fib also kind of confirms what we have here. All right. So at this 161.8% right here, we can kind of look for us a little bit of resistance right here. All right. So we're sitting at it right now. We have not closed above it. We're moving sideways. So I will like to play a rejection around this area for tomorrow. All right. So as you guys can see though, once we move out of this 483, our next move will be 492. All right. So that's a lot of room to work with right here. But I do like this 483 level for rejection on SPY. All right. As far as support goes, our support on SPY still a good little ways, but this is where it's sitting at right here. Bam. This is our support here on SPY. All right. 476 area. Okay. Now that's a good little ways, but moving down to this area here, I will like that for calls. Okay. Let's see here. Let's head over to the 1 hour. Let's see what we see on the 1 hour. Yeah, 476 area I do like. On the 1 hour, we're actually sitting right above it. All right. So we'll see in the morning if we gap up. If we gap up, I will like that because I will be playing the morning top reversal. So I will be filling it and closing it to the downside. So that's what I have here on SPY. But as you guys can see, we are on an uptrend. The market is moving upwards, and it's pretty crazy because overall the market is moving like we're sitting at all-time highs here. All right, but when we look at the economy, what do we see in the economy? The economy's bad. Inflation's high. Interest rates are high. It's the economy looks bad, but the market here looks good. Crazy, I know, but that's just how the dice rolls. All right. So we don't like to be biased. We don't like to look at things from, news wise and try to get our own perspective and be biased. Excuse me. But we do like to it's how could I put it? It's a little hard, all right? It's hard to kind of look at the market and be like, damn, everything is looking really nice here in the market. We're sitting at all-time highs on a lot of these ETFs, a lot of these individual stocks that we're booming. But when you look at the overall economy, it looks horrible. So it is what it is. We can't put our own touch on the market. The market is going to do what the market's going to do, and that's that. We just play the market the best way that we know how to play it. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to give you guys my watch list. So if I can bring this over here. All right. So this is my watch list right here, guys. All right. This is my watch list that I kind of go over every single week. All right. SPY, QQQ, Nvidia, Tesla, Microsoft, Netflix, Baba, Meta, Roku, BA, Amazon, Apple, Shop, Zoom, Coin, AMD, Adobe, Google, Airbnb, Snow, IWM, CRM, Lulu, AVGO, NQ, and ES. That is what I trade on a daily basis consistently. I don't trade anything outside of that for 95% of the time. All right. Um, but yeah, that's what I have for you guys today. Hopefully you guys liked it. Hopefully you guys learned something from it. Hopefully you guys are able to see these levels. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and reach out to me. Go ahead, put something down in the comments. If you guys want me to go over something, if you guys want to see how I chart, just let me know. I try to help you guys as best as I can. So for me, my number one trade this week, more than likely, is going to be Amazon. And of course, though, I always trade SPY. I try to look for the best entries on SPY, but Amazon, as far as an individual stock, that's going to be my A plus setup right there. I really, really like how it looks. So yeah. So if you guys like this video, go ahead and subscribe. Go ahead and leave a like. And if you guys want to see something, go ahead and comment down below. And I'll try to make as many videos as possible. Videos that you guys need, videos that'll help you guys in the market. Ask away, man. I'm a open book. I'm here to help you guys. So with that being said, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.